Good morning, Nigeria. This is TMI Socials, and it's another time again to take you on a journey on the world of social media. I am Olukoyede Stevens. Now, let's kickstart with this interesting gist, as it says that after days of sizzling outrage against the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betta Edu, over a messy disbursement scandal, President Bola Tinubu announced the first suspension of a member of his 48-man cabinet yesterday, removing the 37-year-old from office with immediate effect. Now, in a statement yesterday afternoon, presidential spokesman Ajuri Ngelale said his principal ordered the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Ola Olukoyede, to conduct a thorough investigation into all aspects of the financial transactions, now involving the ministry and one or more agency under. Controversy had enveloped Edu's alleged involvement in the approval of 585 million naira to be disbursed into her personal account. Edu subsequently said there were plans to tarnish her image, adding that she won't embezzle government funds. Now, also recently in the news today, also to let you know that she would be appearing before EFCC today. And there was also a trending video as regards her going to see President Bola Tinubu, and she couldn't get access into Aso Villa. But anyway, let's see this video, this trending video of our president, who said something some time ago as regards ministers who wouldn't perform well and what he was going to do to them. And I'll be here to take your reaction.
If you are performing, nothing to fear. If you miss the objective, we review. If no performance, you leave us. No one is an island. And the buck stopped on my desk.
Is it just me, or it seems to be that our president is really true on his words, as there has been so many firing left, right, center, especially if you're not doing your job as a government official? Let's see how you responded online. This user, Jasper, says, good radiant to bad rubbish. Will there be good results after all investigations? It will end like every other investigation so far. She has played the script to which the job was appointed. It will end in a Spirit Day partnership in crime. Right, whatever that means. Moving over real quickly. Promise just says men, women, young and old in Nigeria, all corrupt. Nigeria citizens are simply not afraid of looting public funds. There has to be a capital punishment if found guilty. If at all we are interested in fighting corruption in Nigeria. All right, let's see another one. Ebuka Nwafo says, it's sad that this is happening in a country where majority of the people are living on less than $1 per day. The leaders are actively enthused about embezzling public fund, looting, pre-vandalism, and corruption. It is both sickening and sad. All right, and finally on this particular story, Nothing But the Truth, what a name though, says, what the president did is good, but they should do proper investigation and see what really happened. I wish her well. Absolutely, indeed, I really, truly wish her well. Remember, I said that the EFCC, she's going to be seeing or meeting with the EFCC today. We'll keep you up to speed as information unfolds as regards this issue. Now, moving over. Justice Olukoyede Adeniyi of the Federal Capital Territory High Court Abuja has awarded the sum of 100 million naira against the federal government in favor of the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, for the violation of his right to personal liberty. Now, the court also declared his prolonged detention without trial as a flagrant violation of his fundamental rights. It also restrained the federal government and its agents from rearresting or detaining Emefiele without an order of court. Now, this judgment was given in a fundamental human rights suit filed by the former CBN governor following his prolonged detention in the custody of the Department of State Services. He had asked the court to order the respondent to pay the sum of 1 billion naira damages and to restrain them from further arresting or detaining him. Remember that the former CBN chief was arrested on June 10, 2023, shortly after his suspension by President Bola Tinubu. Now, just recently, I think a couple of hours ago, yesterday, after the story was all over, to let you know that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, says it will appeal an 100 million naira fine imposed on it by the Federal High Court Abuja over the violation of the rights of the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Doyin Emefiele. Is it just me again, or Emefiele is always trending? He's been trending from last year up until date. But let's see your reactions online. Okay, on Twitter, this user says, this man should not be released by the president till the end of his administration. He has committed crime against humanity. This guy has an unforgiving spirit. Moving over, which human rights is the court talking about? Our rights when Emefiele trampled on. Can he pay the fine? Finish? Question mark. Full stop. End of story. Moving over. Edu on Twitter says, we the people of Nigeria find that court too for the breach of trust and people unfriendly judgment. Wait till be this now. We go around for now. Okay, now let's move over to another one on Facebook. Olufubumi Patricia says, oh yeah, with all the atrocities and embezzlement he did, yet the court is issuing this. Nigeria's legal system is as good as dead. Corrupt judges everywhere. I'm sure he has paid money to one of those that issued this. Gosh. And then Taiwo finally on the story. Emefiele has no single right as far as this country is concerned. He didn't respect the court during his tenure in the office. He must be jailed. All right. Moving over to our third story for today. Now, Labour Party was trending as well, and as also Doyin Okupe was also trending, as it says that he has resigned from the Labour Party. Thanking the leadership of the party for the opportunity to serve, he tendered his resignation in a letter he shared yesterday, citing ideological differences. He says, and I quote, I submit herewith my letter of resignation from the Labour Party with effect from yesterday. Now, you will recall that our flag bearer, Mr. Peter Obi, myself, and others left the PDP abruptly and had to look for a special purpose vehicle in which to contest the 2023 presidential elections, he wrote. The Labour Party, your good self, and all the members of your executives provided us with a veritable platform with no burdensomeness whatsoever, and for which we are extremely grateful. Now, that's the picture of the resignation letter there, Omo Oba, Dr. Doyin Okupe. That's it there, issued yesterday. All right, let's move over to your reactions on the space of Twitter. Okay, so this user, Engineer Demola, says, thank you for your service. On behalf of all the obedient youth across Nigeria, we appreciate your efforts in ensuring that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu won the 2023 election cleanly by using Peter Obi and the Labour Party as a SPV. History will be kind with you. Okay. Oluwa Damilare on Twitter says, what is your newfound ideology, sir? What changed? Are you going to be neutral now? Will you be leaving the fight for a new Nigeria to the youth? Where will you be going? Too many questions. I totally agree. Too many questions to ask. Now, Alhaji Basiru on Twitter says, time manifests everything, like seeing through the glass. When the temperature of the furnace is ramped up, only metals will flow. Even Judas, out of the chosen 12, didn't live to enjoy the 30 pieces of silver. He was never one of us from the beginning. Good riddance. This guy went all quoting and unquoting. And this user says, nothing new politics. Okay, said nothing new, right? Politics is a game of interest. All right, interesting. John the Beloved, he was not relevant in the struggle and no one is going to miss him. Are you sure about that? All right, a final story for today. The Nigeria Immigration Service yesterday launched the automated passport application process to expedite passport acquisition for Nigerians. The NIS, in a statement yesterday, said the launch followed a live demonstration session hosted by the Minister of Interior, Olukoyede, unveiling the functionality of the new system to stakeholders from across the country on Saturday in Abuja. Now, speaking during the technical session, the minister noted that the new reform seeks to redefine how citizens enroll and procure the international passports in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. Also, to let you know that starting March 8th this year, you will no longer have to go to the office of the NIS for biometrics, as it can be done from the comfort of your home and have your passport delivered to you. Also, the Minister of Interior was trending yesterday as well for, a connection with the trending issue of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, and he also has debunked and distanced himself from claims of owing a company awarded a contract by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. Right, so now those are the steps for you to enroll for passport, as you no longer have to go to the office to get anything done. A big thumbs up to the Minister of Interior. But let's see how you responded to this story. Uncle Dips, I like Olukoyede and his style of work, but I have to revise my earlier position on this matter. There is a clear conflict of interest. He is still a beneficial owner of that company, whether he is a director or not, and he is a senior member of this government. In fact, he is a member of the Federal Executive Council, a body that scrutinizes projects of that magnitude. So it doesn't matter if the project is in his ministry or not. He is in a position to exert influence, and a quid pro quo situation is possible with his fellow ministers. I am disappointed that someone like him could be this sloppy. He has failed the president thereby. Okay, now let's have just one more reaction and we are done. Now, this particular user says, Minister of Interior, Honorable Olukoyede, should also be asked to step aside. Yesterday, he confirmed that he is still a shareholder in the company and his wife is a director in the company. Conflict of interest. Right, now I tell you, indeed, conflict of interest and so many other things will definitely be unfurled, and we would be here to ensure that you have every single bit of it. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Anu Oluwapo Stevens. Have a great day.